Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, Moments with God. And I hope that by looking at these videos, you are somehow getting a sense of awareness of going deeper into our spiritual life and growing in your relationship with the Lord and eventually, hopefully, making a friendship with God. And I hope you're also sharing this video with others and asking them to also subscribe to this channel. Thank you. You see, I'm standing today here before a staircase, and it has both. I can go down here, and as you see, going down is always easy as when a person climbs up. And I can also go climbing up, and then it goes right round, and it has about 3, 4 steps, stories to climb. Why am I using these stairs today is because you see, going down is always easy and going up is always difficult, especially for those who are physically weak. In the nearby, there is also a lift, and I see that most people avoid going through the stairs. I always use stairs because I always read that going by steps is better for health than going by the lift. But the reason I am using this background of stairs to show that what appears to be difficult, as we said, climbing up, is supposed to be good for health, reportedly. And as I said, I always use the stairs to go up, even if I have to go climb 3 stories. And that's the reality, and that's what we are told by the doctors. But something similar Jesus is saying in the gospel today, which often sounds contradictory. Like going up is difficult, but at the same time it is healthy. So it sounds a bit of a contradiction, and things that appear difficult are supposed to be good for health, as we just spoke. Jesus is speaking today from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 6, about blessed are the poor, and blessed are the hungry, and blessed are those who suffer. And Jesus is declaring these people happy or blessed. Of course, the same beatitudes are also mentioned in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, or commonly known as the Sermon on the Mount. And it is a bit of a contradiction, actually, if we look at the values of the world and how the world actually is in competition in trying to always climb higher and often using the lift to go high very fast. And as you know, in some of the American cities, some buildings are 100 stories, and they have installed their lifts which run like cars. They reach the 100th floor so fast that your ears actually begin to have such strong pressure, because so suddenly you go up and not step by step. But the world is in such a hurry and in such a move because they want to go up and up and up and become richer and famous and popular, etc. Jesus, on the contrary, is saying completely the opposite of what people want to say. And that is very interesting, because how it is that poor are supposed to be blessed, and it is the rich who Jesus says, you have had everything you wanted, and therefore he almost calls them wretched people. How can that be? Yes, because if, as what Jesus means is that if our aim in life is only to get richer, richer, and richer, or have comforts, comforts, and comforts, then you will get rich, you will get comfort, you will get happiness, but that is all the happiness and comfort and richness that you will have. You will have achieved everything here because that was your aim. God was not your aim, or the poor of God was not your aim. And for God, the poor, the hungry, the suffering, they have a preference. It sounds completely contradictory to the values of the world. And what Jesus is actually trying to divert our mind from these worldly values that we run after to something that is heavenly. He's trying to change our perspective, and that is not easy because we are so much surrounded by the values of this world, by those people who live and almost die for the values of this world to get higher in life. So how can the values of Jesus make sense to us? That makes sense to us only when we seek God. We seek a difficult path to climb through the hard way. And as the doctors tell us that if we climb through the hard way, our health will be better, so will also be our spiritual life. If we choose difficult path to go up to heaven, then certainly difficulty we will face, and maybe persecution like Jesus faced, and maybe injustices like Jesus faced, and suffering as Jesus faced. But in the end, there is a promise: happy are those, blessed are those who are poor, who are hungry, who suffer for righteousness. I suppose you will also seek this path of goodness, happiness, and blessedness. I wish you all the very best. Thank you.